against Nottingham Forest. And we're going to finish off on a Tottenham update for you guys. A few transfer rumours, a few players that we have spoken about over the past weeks, a few new names in there. But we're going to start off with the injury news regarding Ben Davies, as Davies has had a setback in his recovery, as Ange confirmed, and he's set to be out for a few more weeks. We don't know how long Dragsheen's going to be out for. I don't know if there's been any news about Dragsheen.
Well, he said he's going to assess him when he comes in. He had a knock on his ankle, and he apparently said he couldn't continue. So it's not great. Davies, just seeing here 2 weeks probably. His setback. Are we pushing him too hard to get back fit for the game? Is that why he had a setback, or is that something that just can't be avoided? I don't know, but it's just so frustrating. Just as Dragsheen goes down, Davies has a setback, so it's just relentless at the moment, absolutely relentless.
So we're set for the prospect against Wolves this weekend with no fit centre-backs. Mm-hmm. Dorrington, who's been on the bench, and he came on against Southampton. You probably think... So we got two options. It's either Gray and Dorrington or Gray and Basuma. Those are the two options I think we got.
Gray and Dorrington or Gray and Basuma. Yeah.
Against the likes of Strand Larson and Cunha, who have been really good this season.
They have.
Regardless of how poor Wolves have been, they've been really good.
Yeah, both of them, they're dangerous. Well, they kept Chris Wood quiet there.
Dorrington didn't.
Yeah, you're right. Dorrington wasn't playing.
Dragsheen was actually a big part of keeping Chris Wood quiet.
Yeah. Look, we got what we got. What can we do?
So who do you go for, Dorrington or Basuma?
I think Dorrington.
Yeah, I agree. But on a positive note, that is going to be the last game before the transfer window opens.
Yeah, so let's hope we can get someone.
And Ange has been actually speaking in his press conference, talking about the desperate need to get people in January.
Yeah. But now we're hearing that the performances of Archie Gray have made Spurs think that we don't need a centre-back. Only this club, man. Only this club.
Next up, Dan Kilpatrick says that lone centre-back Abdul Kadir Kisenov is thought to be a target for Tottenham and Newcastle. I mean, we have brought that to you before over the past week or so, but not from a journalist as reliable as Dan Kilpatrick. So that could be positive news.
Yeah, I think we clearly need reinforcements. But look, he's a young player. He's 20. Apparently, he's still quite raw as well, as much as he's got unbelievable pace. I think signing him would obviously alleviate some of the pressure on the back line, but I don't think signing him is gonna mean he's it turns things around that drastically, unless we get someone a bit more experienced who can steady the ship. But I think for the long term, it will be good for sure. Short term, we should improve a bit, but I don't see him coming in like just being this kind of like this massive game changer.
At least he's a centre back.
Yeah, no, I'm saying it will improve, but I still think he's young. He's a 20-year-old centre back you're bringing. He's not going to completely change everything. But
apparently he's been unbelievably well this season.
Yeah. But apparently he's still quite raw as well. He's got unbelievable pace there.
Yeah,
which we need.
James Trafford, The Athletic, saying that Tottenham do hold an interest in Burnley goalkeeper James Trafford, but any possible move is more likely to happen in the summer rather than January, and that backs up Fabrizio Romano was talking on a podcast as well a couple of days ago, and he says that he doesn't think that Spurs will move for a goalkeeper in January.
Because the performances of Fraser Forster. Unbelievable. I think... I would like us to sign someone in January, because I think Forster's performances seem to be decreasing, which is a bit of a worry. And we're still going to have Novacaro probably till late February, March time. So it's a long time and a lot of games. And pretty much for that whole time, we're going to have a game every 3 days.
Yeah.
And he's going to be playing every single game. So I still kind of think we need a keeper, even though Forster's maybe done okay. But so I would accelerate it into Jan if we could.
Let's talk about attacking options now. Fabrizio Romano also said that he thinks that Spurs will bring in a forward player in this January transfer window. Florian Plettenberg has been speaking about Colo Muani, and he says, Colo Muani, and he says he is set to leave PSG during the winter transfer window. Concrete talks with potential teams about a loan deal are ongoing. PSG would like to include an obligation to buy. Currently, there is a strong chance he will move to the Premier League. Understand Liverpool have gathered information, but nothing further than that has happened. Man United are monitoring the situation, but Man United do not expect to currently move for him in January. And Tottenham and RB Leipzig are also interested, with more teams keen on taking him on. I mean, for a loan deal in January, we could do a lot worse than him. I mean, I remember the World Cup, he came off the bench and was really pivotal for France on a number of occasions.
Great for Frankfurt before he moved to PSG.
Great for Frankfurt.
Hasn't worked out.
Yeah, why hasn't it not worked out for him at PSG?
Don't know. I don't know. They haven't really found his role. They don't know if they've put him out wide. They put him up front. It hasn't quite worked out. Obviously, when he first signed, Mbappe was still there, so kind of maybe under his shadow a bit. But even since he's moved, it just hasn't. He just hasn't worked out. Apparently, they don't like him. They don't think he's good enough quality wise. But at Frankfurt, he was pretty solid. There's a reason PSG was so desperate for him when they got him.
Signed for like 85 million or
money.
Something.
So, for me, he's a player who does predominantly play up front, but he can also do a job out wide on occasion. Obviously, France international is a big part of that. Can be something he plays in their attack sometimes, and I think there's a loan deal. I think, especially where we are right now, I think. Look, the reality is in January, beggars can't really be choosers. And when someone like the quality potential Muani comes available, I think we just got to go for it, because I mean the reality is, other than that, you're looking at kind of Timo Werner-esque signings, and look how that's turned out. So I think Muani, I would love him as a loan deal and see what he can do for us, because I think he's got really good potential. He's got really good quality. He's shown what he can do in the top league. Maybe he just needs to come, maybe show him some love, and maybe a bit of man management and get him playing again. And obviously, with Richarlison still injured all the time and stuff like that, we could do with another striker as well, if possible.
Yeah, I thought he was actually a lot younger than he is, but he's actually going into the prime of his career at the moment in terms of what you call a prime, which is usually about 27, 28. He's 26 already. I thought he was a lot younger than that.
Well, he signed, I think, at PSG at 24 and he's been there now, 18 months. So
yeah.
I would take a punt on him. If we
I'd agree. I mean, he's on probably monstrous wages at PSG, so they'll probably have to stump up most of those.
But the thing is, there's rumours of Newcastle getting Bakayoko for like 25, 30 million. If that's true, I don't know why we don't hijack that.
Yeah.
We should really hijack that, because he'll be perfect for us, unless there's something in terms of like personality or something that we don't like. I think he's the kind of perfect player, and if that kind of price, why would we not try and hijack it?
Yeah, it makes no sense. I've been banging on about Bakayoko since last summer. I've always wanted him through the club. He hasn't had as strong a season this year as he had last year, so far at this moment in time.
Maybe that's why,
but I still think he's a quality player.
But anyway, when it comes to Muani, I don't see too many better players than him coming available in this market. So.
Yeah, I mean, if
it's only a loan as well, if it doesn't work out,
Yeah, but they want obligation put in there.
Yeah, but Levy's clever. He'll put some sort of. Levy will not agree an obligation to buy. Tell you that for free. He will not do that.
And they're desperate to get rid of him. PSG.
Yeah, so I think they would agree to a option, not an obligation. I think they'll. But and as well, is he going to go to Liverpool? I mean, they got so many attackers. I don't know if they'll do it. Don't see the need for them to do it.
Yeah.
United, they probably need him, but
they're saying Florian's saying United don't want to do anything in January.
Exactly. So if that's true, then yeah. I mean, there's rumours of Arsenal as well, but with Saka injured, maybe they go for him. But I don't know if with Jesus starting to score again, maybe they'll think again.
Yeah, we'll see if Jesus carries on scoring. Next player we're going to talk about is Vitor Roque. Estadio Deportivo says that Tottenham want to sign Betis loanee Vitor Roque next month. The striker is happy with the Spurs' interest, but wants to move in the summer rather than in January. Real Betis have an option to make his loan permanent, but Barcelona have an urgent need to raise funds to register Dani Olmo. They're always going through these issues, Barcelona, of registering players
and all these different things.
How's he doing, Vitor Roque at Betis?
Got 4 goals this year.
Is he playing every game?
I don't know about every game. Got 15 games. So
a lot of games off the bench as well.
Yeah, 12 starts, 4 goals.
Not unbelievable.
Yeah, but he's still young, isn't he? He's still 19, so he's still very young. And I think he's one of these strikers that does work very hard, presses a lot. It reminds me of a young Gabby Jesus, the kind of player he is. So I don't know. I don't think this one gets done.
Yeah, but he's not one that really moves the needle that much in it from now until the summer.
Also, we want experience. We've been pretty clear. We want more experienced players. I don't know if he fits that bill.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Colo Muani is the clear one that probably moves the needle from now until the end of the season.
Yeah, it just adds a bit more quality in that front line.
Experience
takes pressure as well. Maybe you can start resting Solanke, can play in the different positions. And it might not work out, but at least we can see if again the potential upside of it working out is going to be great.
I think signing Muani does show a bit of ambition.
I don't know about ambition. I just think it helps relieve the pressure at the moment. Look, maybe as a reason it's he's not worked out for at the moment, and maybe we'll see when he comes why that is. But if he comes, but I think just a loan deal, and if he works out, we can have a great signing there.
And last but not least, Dan Kilpatrick talking about Eberechi Eze, saying Tottenham have long admired Crystal Palace's Eberechi Eze. However, the chances of that kind of deal happening in January are very remote. Look, nothing. I don't even know why I added this one because, there's no chance that Eberechi Eze is leaving Palace in January, and there's no chance he's joining Tottenham Hotspur in January. I just love talking about Eberechi Eze, to be honest.
He's had a bit of an off-season now, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has.
He's just, I wonder if it's all the transfer talk. It's just kind of taken his eye off the ball because of it.
Yeah, I mean, Palace have had a pretty off-season up until a couple of weeks ago. That's the reality as well.
Yeah, but they're so reliant on him. He lost his partner in crime in Olise, where they linked up so well. And I think they relied on that synergy a lot. And the fact they lost it, I think it's not only have they lost that synergy together, but I think he's lost that spark to do it individually now as well a lot. And you can see it's affecting him, and he's trying to do a lot on his own because, look, let's be honest, you look at that Palace team and that front line. I know Mateta's a good player, but he relies heavily on service. Sarr is a guy who can run in a straight line, but not much else. And is very reliant on Eze to just provide magic. And I think he's kind of maybe he's sick of just carrying that team on his shoulders a lot, and it's tough for him to continue to do that, especially with all the talk of transfers. And he's probably looked at Olise and he's like, look, he's balling out at Bayern. I'm still here at Palace carrying them on my shoulders, and how long can I keep doing this
without carrying them on their shoulders too much anymore? But
not anymore. No, but that's probably
no.
why.
I know what you're saying, and
psychologically,
and you know what?
Hard.
The price for Eze is just going to drop year by year as well.
But he's not getting any younger. He's 27 now.
He's 26.
Okay, still 26. I mean, look, I'd love him. I still think I think he could be reinvigorated if he comes here.
No, 100%. I mean, 6 months of a season, only 14 games played because he's had his injury problems this season as well. The quality of player doesn't just change overnight. He just needs to change the scenery.
Yeah, I think so.
But yeah, that is your Tottenham update. Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below. Would you like to see Spurs go for Colo Muani in January on a loan deal? Let us know in the comment section below. We're going to finish off on